Today, a chapter in American presidential history has closed with the passing of former First Lady Nancy Reagan. It's a very sad day in America because many believe that Ronald Reagan was our greatest president and he had a great impact on the United States. Miss Reagan was born Anne Frances Robbins on July 6, 1921, in New York City. Her parents, a Broadway actress and a car salesman, separated before her birth and divorced soon after, leaving their daughter to be raised by an aunt and an uncle in Bethesda, Maryland, at age 2. Her mother's pursuit of an acting career across the country meant a lonely childhood for the girl nicknamed Nancy. When her mother remarried Chicago neurosurgeon and political conservative Loyal Davis in 1929, Nancy acquired the father figure that she had long craved. At 6 years later, the teenager convinced her father to surrender custody rights so that Mr. Davis could formally adopt her, living proof that families are fragile. She nonetheless expressed an early commitment to the traditional family norms she would later promote as First Lady. Nancy Davis attended a private girls' school in Chicago and graduated from Smith College as a drama and English major in 1943. Her mother's friends, influential personalities within the acting circles such as Walter Huston, Zazu Pitts, and Spencer Tracy, helped Nancy Davis get her parts first. After a brief romance with Clark Gable, she was rumored to have dated Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer casting director Benny Thau. MGM signed her on as a clean-cut girl next door, which limited her prospect at romantic leads. At the same time, Screen Actors Guild President Ronald Reagan and his divorce from Jane Wyman made headlines in Hollywood. Nancy Davis arranged to meet him over the appearance of her name on a communist blacklist, which turned out to be a mix-up with another actress of the same name. The two began to date, and for 3 years the gossip magazines marveled at this romance of a couple who have no voices. Well, their relationship remained non-committal, but however, Reagan saw as many as 16 other actresses during the same time period and was also rumored to still hold out hopes for his ex-wife. However, it was Nancy who ultimately won over Reagan. In March 1952, the two married in a small private ceremony. Nancy became the stepmother to Ronald Reagan's 2 biological children and adopted son, but she was also 2 months pregnant with her first child, Patricia Ann. Their son, Ronald Prescott, was born 6 years later. While the degree to which she steered Ronald Reagan into marrying her is a matter of debate, she and her father, Loyal Davis, influenced his political shift from the Democratic to the Republican Party. Her guidance helped Ronald Reagan build his political profile in the 1950s when he starred as the host to the General Electric Theater TV drama series. By the 1960s, Ronald Reagan's views on the burdens of big government had become widely known, and Reagan's public support for Barry Goldwater's presidential run in 1964 made him the darling of the new conservative movement. Reagan's landslide victory in California's gubernatorial elections in 1966 also changed the role for Nancy Reagan, who had retired from her acting career in 1962. But the manners and habits she had acquired in the Hollywood scene did not serve her well in her role as the Golden State's First Lady in the quiet and uneventful town of Sacramento. Her rejection of the rundown governor's mansion in lieu of a 12-room Tudor-style home leased from wealthy friends earned the nickname Queen Nancy. Despite her insistence that she had asked for the move in the interest of her childhood husband, she ordered the construction of a new governor's residence in the Sacramento suburb of Carmichael, which was completed in time for his successor Jerry Brown, who refused to live there. Well, Nancy Reagan was widely thought as one of the greatest first ladies in American history, and she obviously influenced Ronald Reagan a bunch to even change his political party. So the effect that she had on America's it's incalculable. So I just would like to attribute this video to her and uh, thank her for 94 years of living.